Greetings and welcome. I am Billy1011, the host of Megane Melee. To start off, Megane Melee started off as just a fun little stream I did on June 6, 2022. June 6 is National Eyewear Day, and being the fighting game addict that I am, I focused on a few fighting games that featured at least one character who wore glasses in a short, open lobby format. But why would something as specific as glasses-wearing characters be notable enough for me to plan an hours-long stream dedicated to that? Well, you see, glasses are really versatile. First, you can have glasses-wearing girls take them off and suddenly become beautiful, or have girls wearing glasses flashing with cute grins, or have girls doing the crying with glasses and putting them on like, ha, I got your glasses, that's just way too cute. Also, boys with glasses. I really like when their glasses have this suspicious-looking gleam, and it's amazing how I can... Anyways, after this concluded, I naturally started considering the possibility of making it an annual thing. And I got the idea to morph it into a charity stream, thus leading to the creation of Megane Melee 2! This time it's charitable! This stream was dedicated to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation, a leading organization in mental health research since 1987. By the end of that stream, we ended up raising a total of $70, which, while that may seem like a drop in the bucket compared to the numbers that big-name charity streams bring in, it's admittedly more than I thought my first charity stream would get, and besides, any little bit helps. This year, we will once again be dedicating the stream to BBRF. I did consider switching up the organization this time, but in the end it was easier to stick with the old reliable, and their cause does still relate to me. Like last time, donations will be made through Streamlabs Charity, with incentives based on the amount donated that allow viewers to impact what is going on in the stream. But of course, before we can talk about that, we need to talk about the main games this year. Might as well get the two constants out of the way.
We settled this. I hope to receive some new data from you.
なんでこんなことに？
お揃いメガネです。
As usual, Melty Blood Type Lumina and Dead or Alive 6, the most recent entries of my two favorite fighting game franchises, will be a part of this event. Since even when MM was just a silly stream idea, Melty and DOA have been the two universal games tying each of them together, for the simple reason of... I f***ing love these games. DOA was what got me into the genre with DOA 5 Last Round's Core Fighters version, a free-to-play edition of the game that also exists for DOA 6. And Melty Blood has my favorite combat system out of the anime fighters I've played. Seriously, more fighting games should have reverse beat. It makes block string pressure so addictive to me. Also, fun fact, Type Lumina is the reason I bought an arcade stick, so this little game has certainly had an impact on my fighting game experience even outside of anime fighters. As stated every year, both of these games fit the singular criteria of having a character with glass as well, with Melty, Shiel, and Shikitono, who were already my mains even before MM was a concept. And DOA 6 is technically everyone. Though, canonically, only Nico, Kokoro, Lisa, and Zack, if you count Shades, have them. This time, however, Melty Blood Type Lumina will be the opening game of the stream rather than the second to last or in the middle. DOA 6 will also be the penultimate game this time, for reasons you'll understand soon enough. Up next, we do have one more returning face, and it's back for a redemption arc. Welcome back to the Megane Melee main stage, BlazBlue. BlazBlue Central Fiction, despite being almost 10 years old, you're welcome for the existential crisis, still has a strong, passionate community who will stand by the game no matter what. This game was previously a part of the first Megane Melee, though it was an unfortunate victim of some,
The wheel of fate is turning.
Oh no. Oh no, it is very slow. Technical issues. This time, I'm no longer locked to a laptop that was going through a midlife crisis, so hopefully it won't be as troubled this time. BlazBlue more than earned its right on the lineup, thanks to Lychee Fei Ling, and also Carl, I guess. I already mained her to begin with because, well, first off, look at her. But also, her moveset is so fun, especially in her second stance. Admittedly, BlazBlue is one of those games I'm kind of off and on with, so I'll probably die on the spot if any veterans come in, but it's a good time nonetheless, so I look forward to hopping on when it comes up. Next is a game featuring some characters in a game I've already talked about today.
The King of Fighters 15! Shatter all expectations.
The King of Fighters 15! I remember seeing the teaser for this live at EVO, and while I was late to the party on getting it, it's a pretty fun game. I've always enjoyed SNK games mostly casually, but this was the first KOF I really tried to learn, and while I'd still say I'm very beginner, what little I've seen intrigues me. KOF 15 is here thanks to Dolores, a newcomer in this game who seems to be pretty relevant to the story. And that's all I can really say about her lore-wise, as I'm very unfamiliar with KOF lore. But I can definitely tell you that Dolores has a very beautiful and mysterious design on top of a pretty unique moveset compared to most other characters I play. So I'd definitely be interested in learning more about her. Also, since KOF is a team game, I guess that allows me to pick anyone for my second and third character. Yes, that means my true SNK love will be there no matter what. So stop by if you either want to destroy or help teach a beginner, or if you just want to play some KOF. Now for the fifth game, I have to explain a bit. Something I've wanted to do with Megane Melee since the start is to showcase some of the more unknown fighting games out there. Technically, I already do that since my two favorite games are considered niche, but that's not quite what I mean. What I'm talking about are games that very few people would play if they weren't a fighting game connoisseur to begin with. The kind of games you have to be in the know in order to discover. Things you can really only find by diving into the depths of Fightcade, or from a Google Drive link that gives you a warning that it can't scan for viruses since the file's too big. I didn't really do this last year since I decided to use my Steam Deck for the games that time, but this time we're back with the niche pick. And this time, playing a game truly unhinged. Something that only people who live fighting games would dare step into. It's Sailor Moon. It's just Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon S, aka
美少女戦士セーラームーンレス場外乱闘主役争奪戦
was released on the Super Famicom in 1994 and has since cultivated a small but dedicated community. game is pretty wild, with unescapable TODs, insane damage, and infamous timer scamming backdash. And its players love it. This is also the first fighting game developed by a team you may have heard of, known as Arc System Works. This is the grandmother of Guilty Gear and BlazBlue. Respect your elders, everybody. Specifically, we will be playing the Big Zam edition available on Fightcade, a community edition of the game that adds alternate colors and some quality of life improvements. The game was allowed through the door thanks to Sailor Mercury, aka Ami Mizuno, who possesses spectacles in her everyday life, though takes them off while fighting. Wait, does that imply that transforming to a Sailor Soldier corrects their eyesight? Anyways. Similar to the situation with DNF Duel last year, while I will be playing Mercury for this stream, she isn't the character I played when I dabbled with this game previously. Because ever since middle school, I have always been a Sailor V guy, so naturally I picked her. However, from what I've played of Mercury in this game, I'd say I got used to her, so hopefully I'll be able to hold my own once the time comes. Additionally, this will be the grand finale of the stream this year. Why, you ask? Well, you saw the preview of the opening earlier, and I think you can take a pretty good guess as to why I'd save this for the end. In case Toei murders me for using clips from the anime, at least we'll have gotten through most of the stream. Also, I learned a valuable lesson to try the character that gets a game into Megane Melee before making it official, because I didn't realize Mercury was a charge character until after I had already announced the lineup. Oh, and depending on how well you know me, learning that I had a Sailor Moon phase in middle school will probably either be shocking or not surprising at all. Now that we've discussed the main games, we can finally talk about... If you remember the incentives from last year, pretty much everything is unchanged, so I'll just explain it with this short video. Finally, I'd like to leave you with the full version of the stream's opening video. Let's just say, there's a part of it that is definitely a first. Not just for Megane Melee, but for myself as well. Hope you enjoy it, and hope to see you in the chat on June 6th. As always, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Farewell!
Let's fight through the clouds of settled dust. It is perfect marriage above and last. In the end, our cause cannot be denied. Come and fight. Take a step to the side. In a flash, victories within sight. Oh, can't you see your novel vision? Although some won't agree, the truth is clear.